This is how it's going to go today.
Oh, we're live. Look, we're live.
We're live. We're live.
We're live already. Didn't even do a count-in.
She did say.
Oh
No,
my
I thought she
days,
might
you
have done a
lot.
count-in. Anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Simply Together show. You poor people, you're stuck with all of us. All of us today.
They are delighted.
They're delighted.
Oh, dear.
We don't have a plan today. We're just gonna.
Do we normally have a plan?
Sometimes.
Sometimes we have a plan.
Yeah.
Have you not been
Sometimes.
watching, Dee? You've been sleeping on the job.
Thanks for that, Nikki.
Ooh.
If I'm not in employment next year, I will be coming round your yard.
You're welcome. Even if you are in employment next year, you're still welcome around my yard.
Oh, lovely. So still take it away. What's happening? What are we doing?
We are going to be talking about anything you want to talk about. In the respect of we've got Christmas around the corner. How are you feeling? Have you done your shopping?
What shopping?
Are you feeling pressure to do shopping?
No.
Have you got your sweets in? Are you
Yes.
not having any? Have you got your sweets in? Yes, of
Do you mean
course.
sweets as in not dessert sweets? You mean sweets?
No, sweets as in like chocolate,
Sweeties.
your celebrations,
Chocolate,
your heroes,
Quality Street, Heroes,
yeah,
Roses,
all that type of stuff.
Lindor, Toffee Fee. That's my favourite, Toffee Fee. I think we've got 4 boxes.
Oh, that's it. If you don't in doubt, put it out there.
I love
Manifest it
Toffee
in.
Fee. You want to get me something? Toffee Fee.
Toffee Fee. Oh,
Yes.
right. Okay, I'll remember that.
Is that an old chocolate?
Yes,
Toffee
it is.
Fee?
Yes, it is.
Oh, is that those
The
round
ones that
things?
looks like the spaceship.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what they are. Those things that look like if you chucked them, it'd knock you out.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is white chocolate. This is special edition white chocolate.
They look
So,
nice.
have you got off Reese's now then?
No, I eat them as well, but I love a Toffee Fee. It's Christmas.
Greetings, Annetta. We've got somebody we've got at least one viewer. Everybody, give her a wave.
Annetta.
Give her a wave.
Oh, my
Celebrations
God,
and
you
links.
Yeah.
Are they your favourites, Annetta? Because do you know what? There's no point buying stuff and it's not what you like.
Well, there's always that.
Unless you don't want to eat them and you're trying to be good, then you buy all the stuff that you don't like and you know you're not going to eat them. Which sometimes I do. I don't do desserts. You know all that. You guys know apple crumble, and that's as good as it gets.
I love apple crumble.
Not at Christmas.
That is my all-time. What
Yeah.
at Christmas?
No, Christmas is banoffee. It's big gâteau. It's so one of No, I don't like that. Actually, to be fair.
I could just like coffee pudding.
Yeah, we
But
don't
if
eat
I have
that.
to choose a favourite, it's definitely apple crumble.
No, not at Christmas.
Okay, so hang on. Let's do a vote. If those people are yes, Annetta, she's in our corner. Apple crumble. Okay, so me, Nikkei, Annetta, apple crumble. Anything else beating apple crumble? Doesn't look like it, girls. Doesn't look like it.
Let me show you.
Oh my God. So Sue's got all her kitchen in her study.
No, it's the
hiding it
Christmas
from the
stuff that you
kids.
don't want them to eat.
I thought she's supposed
If
to
you put it in the cupboard, they're going to eat it.
Isn't she supposed to be decluttering? What's going on?
Yeah, but after 25th, they won't be in here.
Oh, okay.
See, or after the 23rd, because I'll take them all and put them out. So, a few years ago, I would say quite a few years ago now, I kind of fell upon these.
What's that?
Peaches in brandy.
Oh, they'd bake a nice cake.
Peaches in brandy. You can get cherries in kirsch or something else, apricots in something else, but peaches in brandy. All right. So I used to buy one. Then the children then started eating them. So I started to buy 2. This year, I bought 3.
Oh my God. Where'd you get them from, Cecile?
Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Waitrose. Courtney's already bought and eaten what he's bought in his house and is now going to get some more. They are to die for. They are to die for.
Oh, I'm going to go and try
with a bit of brandy cream. Oh,
brandy cream when they're already in brandy. Oh,
yes,
wow.
yes.
I tell you what would be a really good idea. Right, you get yourself. Excuse me. You get yourself some granola. This is on right. No. Listen. Right, yes, it will be good. You get yourself some granola. Then you pour the brandy from. You don't use milk. You get the brandy from there. Then you put the peaches, and then you put the brandy cream on top.
No, because that's got. Why do I need granola?
Why not?
In what?
She's giving it a health aspect.
This is Christmas. Peaches in brandy,
not healthy. People are always mistaken.
It's not about being healthy.
It's not exactly.
It's Christmas. I don't need any granola. At no point do I need granola.
So what? You just ate the You see, I think I would die from the sweetness if I just ate the peaches and brandy.
I would have these for breakfast. And I most probably do.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
Without the granola, I would have these for breakfast. And when you get down to the last jar, it's a fight to see who finishes it off.
Oh my God. I hope they still have some at Tesco. I'm going to go buy some on my way home. But notwithstanding, I just got imagine it will be so sweet. But
it's good to see Shell's on the ball.
You, Shelley, that people here have been treated to Shelley Scrumptious this week. So I came to work with all my little bags of fudge and stuff like that, and they were all very delighted. So, yeah.
So when does everybody, I don't know, let's say down tools or finish up? I finish on Friday.
Today.
You're joking?
Today is my last day, and guess when I go back to work?
Oh, God.
I'm probably the second.
Third of January.
Wow. Check you. So is that 2 and a bit weeks?
Yep. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've not had this amount of time off. I've not had this amount of time off over Christmas for years. I'm so excited. Honestly, it's like, God help Sunday Park. That's all I can say.
Oh my God, Cecile, that's where we live.
Annette's knocking on my door.
Annette's put a comment.
Okay.
Oh no, did I miss out, Nike? She said, did she miss out?
Yes, you did. You missed out because I brought Shelley Scrumptious things into the office. Although, to be fair, I did actually give them out to individuals, but I also brought celebrations. We have chocolate biscuit. We have everything in here. We have absolutely everything in here.
Oh. So put on party the last day then.
But never mind.
Wow.
Never mind.
You sound like you got a cold. You got a cold.
Me? Couldn't be. I've got a bit of a runny nose, actually, to be sincere, but I don't have a cold. I just generally sound like that. Like
no, you sound.
Customers when I was on the phone, I'm like, "Oh, you sound really poorly." I'm like, "No, darling, I was born that way." That's just how I sound.
So special, so special. So yeah, I finish Friday. Friday, and then I will be back day after Boxing Day, do that stint, and then after New Year, do a few days, and then I'm off for about 4 days. Yeah, you can stop robbing it in, Nike. Next year, it's like she's going to get you next year. Ooh. Absolutely love it. Who's already planning all those, what is it, New Year's resolutions and all that malarkey? Who's doing any of that?
Me?
No.
You are?
Well,
have you done it already?
No, but it depends on how you view New Year's resolution. I was having a conversation with somebody actually on TikTok. And because they were saying they don't set goals, they just tend to see what they would like and they will go for it. But it depends on how you view life, because I think we did speak a little bit about it last week, where we're talking about being more intentional, and for me, it's to be a bit more resolute in that sense. So those are the type of things, when I say I've set a resolution, that is what I mean. It's not that it doesn't have to be set in stone, and it doesn't necessarily have to, although I do think now I can understand why they say you should make them smart, because sometimes it's just there. It's just there, and it never really gets near because it's just there. So that's why I use the word resolution and goals, really, to be honest, interchangeably, because there's some where, like I said, you just want to kind of change the habits. I think if the habits are in place, everything else will fit, if that makes sense.
It certainly does. Just very quickly say, I've just had a message. Steph is watching. So, Steph, how's Steph? Just watching and wishing everybody happy Christmas and wonderful New Year. And she's put behave yourself. And I think that's that bit there is to Cecile, Lee, and Shelley.
That's to you. That's to you only.
I get the feeling that must have been aimed at you.
No, it's not. I'm reading what she's put here on this WhatsApp message. It says
she didn't send that to us, though, did she? She sent
it to me to tell you guys
to tell yourself. Tell yourself. You've got to behave yourself.
Yeah.
What a year.
Do you find sometimes that you might, you know how I said that sometimes you can have a desire or a goal that's kind of over there because you've not been intentional, you're not taking the steps to get it, and then you hear somebody who has done something similar to what you want to do, and it's not even that they've done it, it's not even that you're comparing yourself, because we don't do that, because that's the devil's tool, as you know, but you hear it, you just think, oh wow. And the reason why I say that is because, just in context, okay, I've been listening to that book that's just come out by Omid Scobie, and I was listening to it, and then he starts off with the Queen's death, but then when he talks about all the events, they're all recent. I was like, well, when did he write this book? It couldn't have just taken him 1 year to write this book, and it's published, because we're not in lockdown. And that kind of spurred me on. I'm thinking to myself, right, okay, this is it. This is what you're always telling yourself. You're going to do this, you're going to do that. And then life starts lifing, and then you don't do it. I don't know if anything like that has ever happened to you guys.
So are you not, so you're going to make some resolutions, but they're going to be intentional?
Yes.
Okay.
Not just for the sake of it.
Yeah. Which is why I say don't make resolutions if you want to use that word, because people use that word, don't they? They use that word, oh, I've got to make my New Year's resolutions. What you need to do, like you just said, is have a look at what you would like to do and set that intention.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but maybe actually there's a bit more purpose there.
Yeah.
So I think, so for me, I'm not making resolutions as such, but I am going to have a look at what has worked, what maybe hasn't worked in this past year. I need to have a look at work itself and what's working with that and what isn't working, and then make some intentions from there, what I would like to change. So that's what I'm going to do. Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think with resolutions, when people make them, and then, I don't know, you're maybe a week or two in and you've broken them. You then potentially, well, do you know what, that's it, and give up. Whereas when you've got an intention, I think it's a case of, it's what I intend and want to do. But say, for instance, I don't know, if something comes along, as you're sort of saying, in case something comes up, you can still be on that track and still get back on that path and not be beating yourself up. Because that's one thing that I think women, and I'm not saying men don't, but we are very hard on ourselves.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It could be a case of, I can't remember who said, sort of like when we started, about Christmas shopping and have we got and all the rest of it and that. And there would have been a time, in all honesty, certainly when the boys were around, it's like, oh my gosh, you're getting to, and it's like there's however many days left, and you feel like you've got a wealth of things to do and immense pressure, and the pressure is coming from everywhere. Do you know what I mean? You're expected to be, do you know what I mean? Super mum, or super aunt, or super sister, super partner, super work colleague, super everything. And we're kind of like trying to do all of this, and things start dropping, as in like, because you can't do everything.
Yeah.
We can't be everything to everyone also as well. And that doesn't mean to say, and we all need to understand this, that doesn't mean to say that you don't love and that you don't care. Sometimes things, it just doesn't go like that everything is where you want to be. And it's like how that makes you feel. And something that wouldn't bother somebody else could be massive
for someone else.
To somebody else. So where we're like, oh, it don't matter. But in their mind now, failure and things like that are words that they probably may be using towards themselves, even though others don't see it that way, but they would be using towards themselves. So, when we talk about Christmas and we talk about all that sort of stuff, I'm not going to get into Chris yet, but I mean, what are we talking about? Are we talking about a day? Are we talking about a day that potentially could break you in so many different ways? Financially, mentally, physically.
Yeah.
And
100%.
Is it worth it? I don't. No, it's not.
Nothing that's going to break you is really going to be worth it, is it?
No, not at all. Not at all. But then, we don't all see things the same way. So whereas, like, because society and people around you and things like that, maybe it's all that, we're gearing up to Christmas, and are we ready? What are we ready for? Are we saying we're ready for this one day where there's all this food, but we don't even eat all of that food at the best of times in a week, but we're going to try and get it down in a day.
That's one of the things that me and my mum were saying. The whole panic buying, going out and buying all this extra food and stuff. Yeah, we did used to do that way back when you didn't have like Sunday opening, and all the shops would close for Christmas, between Christmas and New Year, all your big shops. So you did have to buy for all that time. But now it's one day. The shops are closed for one day.
And not even all the shops are closed, let's be fair.
Yeah. I mean, even to the point when I was working in the cash and carry not so long ago. So you're talking 99, 2000. Just around that time, you didn't have all like the big supermarkets closed. They weren't doing the Sunday openings and all that kind of stuff. That we would do a little pack for your little corner shops, because the little corner shops used to stay open. And they would then say, right, okay, what's the list of what I could get in that I don't normally sell, but will sell because people are out on that Christmas day because they've forgotten something. So you do like the usual cranberry sauce, toilet rolls, blah, 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 extra sweets because the kids are always on their bikes. So they go in and you like, while we're out, we can go in the corner shop and we can get whatever. So you'd have all of this kind of having to sort yourself out because one, you didn't want to go out, or two, you couldn't go out. Now, like, shops are only closed for that one day, and people are still buying great big huge trolley worth of food. And honestly, you think, well, is it actually going to get eaten? Because people don't actually do so much with leftovers anymore.
Talked about this, haven't we? Yeah.
They don't know how to, they know how to strip the meat down and, all right, okay, we'll do a curry the following day. But could you last that for like 3 or 4 days? I mean, Mum, keep saying Mum because I went down to see her at the weekend. So she did a casserole, and she said, "Well, there's plenty in the fridge if you want it. If not, I'm just going to be putting it into have some for something else like tomorrow, or that I can put it in the freezer." Now, anyone else will see a casserole and think, well, okay, well, the casserole's just a casserole. I know she's now going to bulk it up with some potatoes or something. It thickens up. It turns into something else.
100%.
Yeah. It's not just a casserole stroke soup kind of thing. It will turn into something else. She'll make it last those few extra days. And you don't get that nowadays.
Do you think it's a
kind of
habit
the
though,
third
Shelley?
generation of people not actually learning cookery at school. So you haven't.
But you see, my dad, who's passed away now, so glad, because my dad's like, turkey, Christmas Day, he'll have turkey soup, he's had enough. But it was a case of like, who wants turkey sandwich? Who wants turkey this? Who wants turkey that? Your dad was turkeyed out. And it's like, why do we have to have such a big bird? Why? When nobody's going to eat it? You've had enough Christmas Day and maybe something else another day. And for something, but we've still got it in our heads. We need so much food, and we don't, do we? Because it's not just that, the dinner, there's all the other bits and pieces. And then the thing is, everybody then's on some sort of health tip, and it's a case of like, we've got all this food, what we're going to do with all this food? I don't want that, I'm trying to eat healthy.
I've got to eat all this before New Year, because New Year's when my resolution starts.
Yeah, exactly.
Word resolution.
Exactly. You then on a stone just to then start losing it.
Yeah. Can I just ask you a question, Shell? Because you know when you were talking about the buying food and stuff like that, I'm very curious. Now, do you think it's just because it's a habit that people are just not really actually thinking about it? I get that, I don't want to eat the same thing for a long time. I get that thought process. But then again, it goes back to what we're saying about being intentional, isn't it? Because, if people are just used to thinking, right, Christmas is coming, we've got to make our geese fat. But then rather than thinking about how they're going to do that, thinking, I've got A, B, and C coming. B and C don't really like taking the next day, but I might like a bit. Do you know what I mean? I'm just curious whether it is just a habit, because I would have thought that after the experience, maybe this is just me being me, after the experience of COVID and lockdown and all the, I would say, understandable panic buying.
Yeah.
That, and obviously there were shortages of things and stuff like that, but people, in the main, I know there will be people on the fringes who didn't, but in the main, people kind of managed and learned to do things differently because of it. And it just seems as if, based on what you're saying, that we've thrown those lessons out.
Yeah.
Because going back to the cooking skills, using the same thing, that is generally how I cook there. That one. It's the waste not, want not, where you just cook like one or two main things and then you stretch them out into different things across the week.
Yeah. See, I think
that could be generational.
I think this is, yes, there's generational, there, but people are very much, it's Christmas Day, it's Boxing Day, I have to have this and I have to have this.
Okay, yeah.
And then I might then have this on that day, so I think it's more around, that turkey is going to stretch for those 2 days, but they're still filling their trolleys with everything else, all of those extra things, the snacks and, Christmas evening, we have to have this, and this. I think there's still a lot of that going on, even if they're using a slightly different mindset, they're still shopping. Just go and see them shopping. Just go and see the shopping. People are still buying galore. So has it changed? Maybe only slightly. People are still spending.
So is there a cost of living crisis?
Sorry?
Not for those 2 days. Not for those 2 days. There is a cost of living crisis, but people are also, oh, look, hello, Louise. I was actually going to say about Louise. I'll say that in a minute. People are also planning, don't they? They plan so that that cost of living crisis is not in their heads. Because I'm going to spend this much on my children, I'm going to spend this much on food. So they will plan that from October, November.
Do you think that it's applying to everybody? Because I don't think it is.
No.
I think it's a case of it's Christmas and I need to spend. And then it's like afterwards, it's like, oh my gosh. Because kind of when you hit January, it's like, and certain, so whether that's a credit card bill or whether that bills that need to be paid, and then it's a case of like, I'm not getting paid till I've got another 6 weeks potentially.
There's a few
till I get paid, and it's like, what's happening then in that gap?
You're eating very little, or the leftovers, or you're making people
the same leftovers that you didn't want. You're gonna
the turkey that you didn't want to eat on Boxing Day, you're now going to eat.
No, but you've thrown it away. You wouldn't have.
No, but maybe they're not. Maybe they're not thrown. I never throw mine away. Mine goes in the freezer ready for January the 1st or whatever other day, so that it used to be that my mum would do the turkey on Christmas Day, and then I would then do rice and peas and something else on Boxing Day, and then that kind of just merged into let's just do this. Then it kind of turned into what it is now, which is I'm not doing turkey this year. This is my first.
I don't do turkey every year.
Well, I have done for the past I don't know how many years. So it's like, oh, no turkey this year, but the kids are well up for that. Of course. There is a bit like, okay, but we're doing that. What I wanted to say about Louise, because we were talking about resolutions, setting intentions, those kind of things. Louise did set her intention 31st into the 1st of January this year that she was going to go to the gym or exercise every single day. And she has done that every single day. So that's not resolution, that is intention. I've been watching you, Louise. I have been watching. I am just so impressed.
That is a really good idea, because we had one back in June. So there was a few of us there. We had our little WhatsApp group there. We called the June Jumpstart, because I sat there and I was thinking, right, I know what's going to happen. It's going to be this. And then I'll get to December and I'll say, am I doing Christmas? Am I not? And then on the 24th. So I thought I want to avoid that this year. So there was a group of us about what we're going to do. Let's start now. Let's build some habits so that when Christmas comes, we've already got a head start. So it was a case of everybody said what they wanted to do, whether it was to increase their steps, whether they wanted to reduce. I think somebody said they wanted to reduce carbs. Somebody just wanted to be more mindful about what they were doing. And so just on a weekly basis, I would go in there. So, all right, so guys, what are we doing this week? How have you done? I said, I've done this, I failed. And I think, to be honest, even though my intention was to do that, but my mind was there. And sometimes you would find yourself making different choices simply because, like you said, you'd set that intention. But I also think it is about habits, because life is very fast and stuff like that. And sometimes I'm a great believer in the road to hell with paved with good intentions. So we need to get a balance of the intention, the habits, and how to deal with these little things that try to derail you, so to speak.
That's the word I was going to use, yes.
Yeah. And I liked what you said the other week, Dave, where you said that sometimes you have to, well, it's not sometimes, you have to work with the cards that you've been dealt, because a lot of the time that is what we're dodging, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I can understand what you're saying about not setting resolutions and stuff like that. It's a bit probably a bit like an old wives' tale, but I think sometimes we just have to meet ourselves where we are as well.
And that's what I was sort of saying about being kind. and not kind of like, right, okay, so you've, I don't know, a day and you didn't do your steps, or you had carbs, or you ate that bar of chocolate, or what have you. Now, it's not the end.
If you look at that science of setting goals, or science of goal setting, depending on how you want to word it, it's something that I've found out about when it's like to do with the mental health training and bits that I did. And it's what it's actually doing is, when you look at what goal you want to have, whether you want to put that intention out there, whether you want to call it a resolution, whether you want to do it as a change habit, it's thinking about what you want to do. And it's also thinking not only how you're going to get there, but it's also, if I'm going there, what is possibly going to get in my way. So you could have the whole thing of, I don't know, like you're wanting to lose weight.
Yeah, it's like project management.
I know. Yeah, I know that's then gonna hinder me to get to that. If this happens, what do I do next? So in the context of with your own mental health, and they use it in the suicide intervention kind of thing, it's okay, if you're feeling that way, putting a plan in place that if I feel that way again, what am I going to do? So it's the whole thing of, I'm here now and I want to get to there, putting the steps in, but also then working out what could actually trip me up along the way. And it's just changed my mind on so many different things. And the thing that I just put in the chat, I won't put it up on the screen.
I like that.
It that comes from the army. The 7 P's. Right, okay. I'll put it up so Nikkei can actually see it. It has got one kind of swear wordish in it. But the 7 P's. Proper planning and is poor for performance.
Oh yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah.
That actually comes from the army. I've heard it a couple of different ways, and Pops, my father-in-law, used to say it as well. And it is just the planning and preparing. How the reason why you want to do that, what could actually then prevent you from doing that, and how you're going to get around that, how you're going to get around that obstacle. I mean, you don't go out for a 10-mile hike and say, well, I haven't got a map with me, I haven't got a phone with me.
You'd like to think not.
You'd like to think not.
I haven't got proper waterproofs with me.
Yeah, me and Dee we're going to go out without the map. We're not going to have the torch or anything.
Oh, for God's sake, Cecile, don't tell him.
Necessarily got lost.
And then we'll ring Shelley. Shelley will come and find us.
She's certainly, she's got that.
Yeah, that's really good. I like that, because that sounds like, depending on how your mind works, because there's something for the way everybody's mind works. And in my head, what you've just described there is risk management. And because I love an analogy.
What could happen? What could actually stop me from getting to my goal?
Yeah.
So I could almost preempt, if that was to happen, I can do this. Some people just naturally have a kind of another way to get around things. They've always got something in their back pocket. They've always got route A didn't work, we'll try route B. And route B's always got, because it's, some people have got that naturally. They go through life and it's just, I'm going that direction. If I got pushed to the side, I'm still kind of going forward and I'm not going backwards. I'm just,
See, that's
what's
why
that,
I think, sorry, go on.
No, it's right, after you.
No, I was just going to say that sometimes that's why some people are derailed by January the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, whatever, because for some people, using that word resolution is fantastic and it keeps them on track. For others, that's the exact reason why it's going to fail. Because I've made this resolution and this resolution is so huge. And look,
and then I've put it out there and I've told everybody.
Exactly. And now look, I failed. So call it whatever you want to call it, whatever suits you. You then use that word. If it's resolution, use it. If you're going to set an intention, use it. But sometimes words are the things that just derail you.
Yeah, 100%. I
Because
agree
it
with you
is a
there.
stumble sometimes that people have. It's a stumble. It's not you've fallen completely flat on your face, fallen off the wagon, whatever you want to call it. It's you've had a bit of a stumble. So just carry
Yeah.
on again the next day. You don't need to do this kind of,
Yeah.
oh my God, all went wrong and I'm just going to go out and eat a cream cake to myself.
Yeah.
You know, it's like...
There's a guy that I used to follow. Well, I still follow him. He was the coach. And when it came to goals, he said that he will tell you to go away and write down a list of all the things that you want. Because obviously, sometimes people think of goals as this, like what you just said, Priscilla, this big, great thing. But sometimes, I remember for me, one of my goals last year was to remember to shut the blooming cupboard door because I was always leaving the cupboard doors open. And then my friends on FaceTime were like, why is the door open? You know, so basically he said to write down a list of all these things, big, little, tiny. And you don't even have to group them into big, little, tiny, just whatever it is that you fancy. And then whenever you get one of these little things, you know, you can just kind of tick it off because that ticking it off might motivate you to do the next one. And stuff like that. So you could look back and then realize, oh, actually, I did more of these. Oh, so just because I didn't do that on that day and I failed, actually, I've done these other ones, or I've got these other things, if things are your thing.
I think there's certain words as well that we need to keep out of our mouths. Fail is not a word that we should, because that says so much, doesn't it? And once you use that word, you kind of absorb it, if that makes sense. And so you know let's not use that word. So you could do something, it might not go as you planned, but if you say fail, it's got two different meanings, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I think and you react in a different way. You need to say a massive hug, kisses, and a wave to Mr. Huskinson. Can you see him?
Hello,
He's
Gary.
in the house.
Oh, hi, Gary.
And
I feel like I've not seen Gary for ages.
We haven't. I just want to say, Gary, I hope you are looking after yourself at Christmas.
We most definitely. Kind of, I know it's probably gone off like screens kind of now, but when we were talking about sort of like the impact of Christmas and certain things, we were sort of saying like, God blimey, it's about 6 weeks till you get paid, and that time Louise put in there January, February, and March.
Yeah,
because it's not just January. Because you're kind of
yes.
you're not even you won't have caught up in January.
No, not at all.
You'll get paid in January.
Won't.
You're not caught up with everything in January.
You won't.
It's a good few. You know, it takes a long time, and then if you can imagine, that's just one occasion. So if you've got birthdays and you've got all sorts of other stuff going on, you feel like you're forever playing catch up, aren't you? And that's something that, do you know what, we're talking about, whether it's resolutions or intentions and that, all of that is stuff that will derail you if you've not got that mindset and using the right words and the language and things around you. You'll feel like you're failing and that you're not achieving, whereas you probably are.
It's the practicality of life, isn't it, as well? With next year being a leap year as well, I feel what Louise has just said there.
Who did I speak to?
It is.
And I can't think who it is. Who have I spoken to? The baby's due.
On the leap.
Do you remember? Yes. Do you remember, Shell, when we were at the... It's a lady that we know.
Oh,
and she goes, and I goes, oh, when's the baby due? And she goes, like, leap year. And I'm like, oh. Because how does that work?
Celebrate. I didn't touch nothing. That wasn't me. I didn't touch nothing.
We ejected you there.
Oh my God.
And we only brought you back because we thought it would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. No. Shell, how does it work? Shell, front of all, how does it work?
I'm not sure, because they would celebrate their birthday, I think, the day before their actual birthday, because that's the only
Yeah, so if you're born on that day.
I know somebody that was born on the 29th, and that's what they do. They celebrate on the 28th, but on the leap year, they celebrate on the 29th.
On
That's
their
that
birthday,
person does.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah. Well, that's life, isn't it, love? We need to tell the people who created the Julian calendar or whatever it is that we follow.
So hang on a minute. What's that actually supposed to mean? Is that when people are supposed to propose? Is that when the women are supposed to do the proposal?
Yeah, the women are supposed to propose. So I need to go and find a man quickly. Because I've got to propose on the 29th, haven't I? So I need to hurry up.
Okay, so are we putting that out there? We're putting that out there. Is that a challenge? Is that
out there? No, it's not a challenge.
Well, on the screen, I think that challenge can only really be for Cecile, unless you've got something you're telling us that we don't know about, Dee.
I did say
she's looking to us for help.
Yeah, I know you said that, but
it's help. You're supposed to be helping me because we ain't got long.
Line them all up outside the house.
Yeah, line them up. I'll vet them.
Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
You've got a mental.
Just remember, I'm very picky. They've got to have a decent pair of shoes on.
Oh, do you know what, guys? I've known Cecile, but you know when you don't really know, but then we kind of, started mingling.
Where are you going with this?
I can't shake her off since then. But you know where I'm going. And we were at Venue 360 at an event. Condense it. So anyway, we're there in that, and anyway, there was some guy, and I don't know if they had a dance, but had a little chat, and it's like, I was going like, they ain't going to meet up, but numbers were exchanged. I was like, and then I'm going to actually hand over to Cecile.
We had one date. We had one date.
And then tell them.
One drink. Home by 9:30. What the F is that? I was home by 9:30. Yeah, that went. That one's gone. That was gone.
We're not talking 10 years ago, guys. We're talking about 2-3 years ago.
No, was this not last year?
No.
Or was that the year before?
At least
last year.
I think you're answering your own question as to why you were home by 9:30. About was it last year or the year before?
I did recently, and that was 5 dates.
Ooh.
The numbers are going up, guys. The numbers are going up.
That's gone. Gone. So, putting it out there. What have I got? Till February the 29th. So, you got to come with yourself. Hello, Carolyn. How you doing?
Hi, Carolyn. Oh,
Carolyn,
and a happy holidays to you.
Christmas evening, Carolyn. She comes over on Christmas evening with Lee. So we've got them ready. Anyway, that's if there's any left.
I was just going to say that.
So I've got till the 29th of Feb. So you men out there, you need to come and show yourself because
you need to be careful what you say.
Are on the hunt.
Come and show yourself.
Actually,
you've got to manifest it, haven't you? You've got to manifest it.
Cecile, you could be a trailblazer. Right?
This is what
you don't have to wait. I think that you should forget 29th, right? 29th is up there with resolutions. You just need to find the person and do it, and you will be the trailblazer. I broke the curse on February 29th.
Yeah. The word that you use, which is the important word, is just. So you just need to go and find someone. You just need to. That word.
So we're talking this now, and in all seriousness, and I've seen, you see different things in that. I mean, is it a case of, because people are saying now, people meet and it's online? Is that the way? I've got somebody at the door, guys. Do you know what it is, Shell?
What, online or what's at the door? What's at the
Don't get jealous, Shell. But do you remember the rum punch?
Oh, right, okay.
2 6.
She's getting rum punch.
She's getting rum punch. Yeah.
They're ringing the doorbell twice. They're really making her get to the door.
I think it's raining. You want to get in and out again, didn't you?
Yeah, it is raining. It is raining. It is online. The stuff is online, but it's not all online. You still can meet people face to face, but I don't know. I've been on so many dates.
You haven't really got the places to go to find people like you did. Not
Yeah.
like even for the kids nowadays, they haven't got the places to go to.
I think that's what happened. I mean, place to go to the kids nowadays. They're all up there, aren't they? Situationship. Have you heard that one?
Yeah.
When they're in a situationship.
Situationship. What the hell's that? I'm in a situation.
I give up.
That is not a relationship. If it's a situation, it's not a relationship.
Oh my God, they're talking. Oh my God, honestly, all of it. I had it down one day there. I was looking at it, I was like, okay, all right, thank you, love. But I do not have to experience those things because I don't understand.
It's not easy out there being a single
No.
person. It is not easy. It's because also I'm now very stuck in my ways. You know, I like to do things my way because I can. So if you come in, like I said, them men out there, if you come in, that's good. Come, that's fine. But you need to have a job, a house of your own, or a flat of your own that you are going to live in because you're not moving in mine.
Right.
Right? I don't care whether you've got a 1-bed studio flat, whatever it is. That's fine, but you're not moving into mine. Mine being the operative word. Yes. Right? So you need to come with a job, somewhere to live, and at least one decent pair of shoes. And I want some of that.
No.
Right, we're all going to Dean's tonight. I've got calls to go to Dean's tonight. So.
I won it.
Oh, did you?
Yes, in a raffle. I think it was October, Black History Month. I went to Hatfield with V, and there was, I don't know, whatever it was. And anyway, I bought some raffle tickets. And then next minute, she's messaged on Simply D sort of saying, "You've won Rum Punch." I'm thinking, what? Then I'm like, oh, shite, yay. So she's literally from Welling, and she's just delivered it. Look at that. Nice. It's sealed. It's got my name on it. No, it hasn't.
You'll end up with a cap full and be on her face.
Yeah, sure. You can't go from Stone's ginger wine to Rum Punch.
Yeah, you can.
On that floor. You're on that floor.
No, depends how much rum's in it.
You need to open it up, have a little smell.
And no, because I could keel over knowing me.
Right, so Gary said he's only got trainers and sliders. Seriously, I know I've seen you in a pair of shoes. You did not come to the book launch in a pair of sliders. You didn't.
No, you didn't.
He might have ditched those shoes.
If you're saying that because you don't want to be one of those men that need to come forward, that's okay. Okay. Don't lie about your
Oh my God.
You are hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
That's why
I've got a question for you then, Cecile. So now, obviously, that's been 2023. That's been your dating scene for 2023. So,
that's the past.
What intention are you going to set for 2024? So that
the shoes were hired. He's put the shoes were hired.
The shoes were hired. Gary. Yeah, well, I'm sorry because you can't hire them for the whole year, so you're going to be ruled out. Really sorry, you're going to be ruled out. Sorry. What's my intention for 2024?
As in, I don't
know. I don't think I can necessarily set an intention because I've done that already. You talk to my friends, right? If you talk to my friends, they will tell you that I am less picky than I used to be because they're very much like, if I do one date and it don't go, in my mind, it doesn't go well, they're like, you need to go on the second one. You've got to go
just
again. Got to be. Yeah. So I do that. So what's my intention? Go on some more dates? I don't know. I don't think I have an intention around that.
I know that this wasn't even last year. I think it was the year before. Actually, it might even be before COVID. And one of the things that were thrown out, I probably haven't shared it, was why Simply D, as you're always doing events, why are you not, or have you not done a dating type thing.
Put that out there then. Put that out there. We might. Might is the word. Because if you say we're doing that,
it would have to be a speed date, because can you imagine?
Can we do it on the 20th?
Actually, you would be a good person at doing them speed dating one day, because you're very good at giving people 1 minute to find out something. Then you have to say one word. So that would be your thing, wouldn't it? Speed dating with simply D's.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
We're rapping. We're doing a bit of a rap.
Yeah. You need to find these men and women and whatever, non-binary, the whole lot, whoever, people to come and do some speed dating. And I'm just letting you know that I'm not bringing.
These are the T's and C's, guys. There's always terms and conditions with our events. Always terms and conditions.
No one's coming back with me from Barbados, because if they need a visa, it's not happening. So you got listen. You've got to be on it. You've got to have some decent shoes. You need to have a bit of a a personality, and don't talk to me if you need a visa, because that is not happening.
So
my comments after I can't type and watch at the same time.
So I'm sure there'll be quite a few comments regarding that still, and we will follow that up in 2024. We need to be wrapping, because we're almost on the hour, guys.
Yes.
I know it's hard to believe, but chit chatting is always good. Shell's just put in there, if you want to put it up also as well, Shell, because I think it's really important. And actually, I'm not even going to read it. Why am I reading it when the young lady who's put it? Do you want to say what you put?
Yeah, so I'd, as I said earlier on, don't particularly do resolutions, but I do like to reflect back and then look forward. So in 2023, I learned that my own mental health is something I need to always look after. I'm always looking after other people, and this kind of episode kind of crept up on me. Which I'm kind of, touch wood, kind of getting through. So in 2024, through that, I've learnt new skills for personally coping, doing different bits and pieces, learnt new skills. And then part of that is then my little business, Shelley Scrumptious. I'm moving that forward with a few little changes. So I'm not advertising myself out there to do big celebration cakes or anything like that. I'm now more, you're going to find me on market stalls across Bedfordshire, cake craft shows, kind of bits and pieces, that kind of like crafty fairs, that kind of thing, rather than doing the big cakes and stuff, because it did get to the kind of point where I've got a load of equipment, a load of stuff, and a load of bits and pieces everywhere. So it's kind of streamlining, but dropping, but actually then making it more profitable, both in a mental health way and a monetary way.
Love that. And as you were saying, that the reason I was smiling and laughing, Shell, wasn't because of what you were saying, is because Annette's put in there, Nika, can you bring some of Shelley Scrumptious goodies in the new year?
I will break all of your diet resolutions in the new year.
Oh my God, that's true.
Yeah, I think the conversation continues. I think it's important to always have conversations. We're going to have conversations. So for those of you who are sort of like thinking, oh, there's going to be guests all the time, there will be guests, and there will be just conversations where we try to keep it real. There's 4 of us here. Samara's she's probably on watching a school play, but Samara will be back. Yeah, she's been busy. So as much as all of us are here, Samara is one of the team also as well. Let's see what 2024 brings. We won't be back till probably about the 9th of Jan. Because guess what? we need to have a break as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We need to have a break as well. So, Annetta, have a wonderful Christmas. Darling, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate. Obviously, there's so much going on right now for so many people. So we want it to be peaceful for you. Look after yourselves in whichever way or ways that work for you. Shelley's put the link just posted the website for Hub of Hope, which we talk about all of the time. Because obviously, just because we're talking about this brilliant time and so many things close, there are people that still want help, need help, and you think, oh my gosh, I don't know where to go or who to go to. That's why when we say about sharing our shows, there's always something in there. It's like, that's it. So Hub of Hope. Just remember, everyone, Hub of Hope. And I don't know, there's hundreds, isn't there, Shell? Maybe thousands, I don't know.
It's the website and an app. So it's both on Android and on Apple, I think, still now. But you've got the website. For anyone, whether it be for youngsters, whether it be for older people, set up originally just for mental health kind of charities. But everything is affecting your mental health. So you've got a lot of information on there: drug, drink, abuse, debt relief, anything and everything that's going to be affecting your mental health. The charities all across the UK, so you put your own postcode in. If you want to put the filter on it that says that it's only open now, will give you information of anyone around you that can actually help you and have a conversation about what's actually affecting you. So all the little charities and the big charities, all their contact details are on there. So even if they're not open, quite a lot of their websites will have self-help documents on there as well to help get you through sort of anything really that you're going through. So mind of information on there.
Mind of information. So take this break, everybody, because when we come back in 2024, Lord have mercy. If you remember, and this is when, is it call to action or whatever you call it, that if you remember, we've planted some seeds this year and we should be bearing fruit next year. So I'm talking about trilogy.
Yeah.
We got to make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got to make it happen. So that's one of the things. I see a lot of purple. That colour purple.
Ooh.
More details.
Talking of that, I was gonna gossip.
You talking about the colour purple?
Yes.
You're talking about the colour purple. Well, you see, the thing is, Nikki, you're not gossiping because if people are watching this, they'll know. If people don't watch it, they're going to be late. They're going to be late to the game. It could potentially be too late. So it's people that get our newsletters, people that watch our shows, people that attend our events. They're going to be the first to know when certain information comes out on this amazing Life in Lockdown Part 3. Can't wait. Neither can we.
Oh, neither can we. What's it like when you let me get started? Because you know me.
Yeah, and you're not getting more than 1,000 words. I'm just letting you know that now.
That's all right. I only had 800 words last time.
Just save them all up.
So, no, lots going on, guys. Let's take this break and enjoy. And we will be back in January. But obviously, watch out. There'll be things in between because we're coming back with some big, huge, massive. So, blessings, guys. Blessings. Thank you for all your support. Love you. Take care.
Everybody, Merry Christmas.
Bye.
See you later.
So, Sooooo, you have to send me the weather report next Tuesday.
Okay, right. 2 Tuesdays.
It's 2 lots of Tuesdays.